Guys, this is John with SDGC. It has been a really long weekend. We're all tired. There's been a lot going on. We played a metric ton of games, but there's still a lot to do, and I am here at Yacht Club Games with Ian. What's going on, man? How you doing, dude? It's a real pleasure to meet you. So let me ask you, what is your role at Yacht Club?
I'm a programmer here, so mostly on the gameplay side. I'm the one who makes Shovel Knight move. I'm the one who I've worked on bosses, abilities, attacks, menus, everything from all this. So most recently, I was the guy who put in Spectre Knight.
That's awesome.
Yes.
I'm a huge fan of Spectre of Torment, by the way.
Oh, that's great.
So let me ask you, were you inspired at all by Ninja Gaiden? Because I caught a lot of Ninja Gaiden flavors when playing a Spectre Knight.
There is definitely some influences there, yes.
Okay, good.
It actually,
I feel smart now.
Not as much the 2D one, actually, because in 2D, Ryu could pretty much climb the wall as much as he wanted. A lot of it really came from, if you believe it, the 3D versions of Ninja Gaiden, because that one reined in his mobility a little bit, so he has the limited wall run, and he has the flying swallow where you could dash at an enemy, and a lot of that actually served as the core inspiration of Spectre Knight's mobility.
That's awesome. Now, let me ask you, man, have you been with Yacht Club from day one?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so this whole thing started as a Kickstarter, right?
That's right. Actually, right here at PAX East, we were a Kickstarter for 1 week before we brought the game here and actually got it in front of people. And all of us working on that demo nonstop over every night. That's what really made the game feel real. So,
well, what's amazing is that from that Kickstarter, Shovel Knight has evolved to become one of the most popular indie games within the past probably decade. Certainly one of the most successful, one of the most well received. And how do you guys what are some of the lessons you've learned during the development time of Shovel Knight and moving on to characters like Plague Knight and Spectre Knight? I know you got some King Knight stuff coming up.
That's right, yeah.
What kind of lessons are you taking from what you've done already and applying that to your work in the future?
I mean, it's been a constant learning process for us. We've made lots of games in the past, and most of the time, once they're out, we can't do anything with them. They're completely done. And even one patch that we'd love to do 4 months later just to address all the problems we have usually was out of our reach. So for Shovel Knight, we kind of have the opposite. We've been working on it for many months now, and we're able to reapproach the game with a different focus or a different gameplay style. And so a lot of these are coming together as we've seen them as Plague Knight, as Spectre Knight. They focus on different play styles, and they focus on different story beats and different things like that. And I think we're kind of just amassing this knowledge of what's working and what isn't, whether it's how pickups work or how power-ups work, and just a lot of things. Even a small detail, but Shovel Knight's magic, way back in original Shovel Knight, if you defeat an enemy, they'll randomly drop magic, and that's how it works. And it's displayed as a number on the HUD. And on Plague Knight, we actually moved that into a meter, and we gave it back over time. And on Spectre Knight, it's still a meter, and you gain magic by defeating enemies. And the reason we do this is because when we put it on a limited resource, everyone's afraid to use sub-weapons, because it's all tied to this magic number, and they don't want to think about it. They don't want to use something and not have it later. So we try to put it as a resource that's more up and center so that people are using them more often. And so it's a lot of small details like that we're carrying forward. I'm sorry, that might sound really minute.
No, absolutely, no, this is exactly what we need. And something that struck me as curious, so I love Shovel Knight's 8-bit kind of aesthetic. I'm a big fan of old school, Mega Man or Super Mario Brothers, and I love the fact, by the way, that the overworld in Shovel Knight is very heavily based on Super Mario Brothers 3. The overtones are very, very awesome, very, very apparent. Do you guys ever have the idea of, in a potential sequel, moving past 8-bit and maybe going towards a more Super Nintendo 16-bit?
I think that would be a lot of fun. Yeah, I think we wouldn't want to just do it superficially. We wouldn't want it to just be look at all the more bits on screen, look at all those pixels. I think we would want to make sure that the gameplay was justified by the jump to 16-bit. And so when I associate and think about a lot of 16-bit games, I think about the extra graphical modes that let you do new things, like the rotating boss sprites or the scaling rooms or any of the trick rooms in Castlevania 4 come to mind. Or there were a lot more buttons being used for more actions, like Mega Man X's dash, or making things a little bit more nuanced and complicated, I guess. And so I wouldn't want to make that jump unless we had gameplay that really worked.
Unless you had a tangible reason to do so outside of look at these amazing 16-bit visuals.
That's right.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
and that's really cool. That I like that you would do it not for a pure aesthetic reason, but let's take that gameplay and let's take those visuals and actually enhance the gameplay with it. I think that's a really, really cool.
Yeah, I think when you talk about Super Nintendo games, much like an NES game, it comes with certain connotations. There's a lot of mobility things being figured out at that time, whether it's a Sparkster or a Shocket Knight or a like Mega Man X or Castlevania 4 8-way whipping. And so it just like everyone was iterating on their ideas to make them more fleshed out, and so we would want to do the same when we made that show.
Now, do you guys have any plans beyond Spectre Knight? I know you got King Knight coming. Are you guys planning on going down the line and doing a playable DLC for every one of the?
Absolutely not. If we did that, we'd be here for another decade.
I know, yeah.
But yeah, King Knight is our finale actually.
Okay.
Once King Knight and Battle Mode are going to arrive around the same time, and after that, I think we're going to actually let Shovel Knight rest for a little bit.
Okay.
Take a step back. I think we want to approach a new genre, maybe something still gameplay focused, but something that's something that you'd see on the 8-bit or 16-bit systems.
Maybe like an RPG or
Sure,
something
RPG,
like that.
a top-down exploration game, maybe an adventure series, something like that. Something with a gameplay hook. I'm not sure what form that will take yet, though. If anyone has a suggestion, like, please let us know, because this is all we're thinking about these days.
RPG.
RPG? Turn-based or?
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay, okay.
I'm a turn-based guy. I'm old school. So let me ask you this. Since King Knight is the end, so that'll make playable DLC for Plague Knight, Spectre Knight, and King Knight. What is it about these three characters that you chose? As opposed to like Polar Knight or Propeller Knight? What was it about these three that made you sit down and think, you know what, we'd really like to craft some single-player experiences around these characters?
Well, the interesting part is that we didn't choose them. Those were actually chosen by our Kickstarter backers.
Oh, I did not know that. You learned something every day.
During our original Kickstarter, we had these stretch goals for character campaigns, and we were going to do 3 of them. And it just said Boss Knight campaign. And we said, whenever these are hit, if we get them, then we'll open up to a poll, and whoever wants it, whoever ranks highest will do. And the winners were in order. First place, Spectre Knight, Plague Knight, King Knight. And so that set our fate and set our course for months and years to come. And so it's been kind of fun. I think, I don't know, approaching each character, like how would this boss become a campaign, or where could we focus their tone or like their elements of story to kind of make it more interesting or let more people appreciate this character.
I'm really disappointed there's no love for Black Knight. I'm a Black Knight man. So.
Black Knight is cool. I think he got a bad rap just in terms of the vote, just because people saw him as very similar to Shovel Knight. But I think if we did that poll now that like Shovel Knight has come out,
I think it would end up differently.
I think Polar Knight, the Enchantress, and Propeller Knight, who is right in 4th place. I think they would be ranked much higher now.
Okay, awesome. Well, Ian, I won't take up any more of your time. Thank you so much for agreeing to talk to us, man. Spectre Torment is out now on the Switch, PS4, Xbox One. It's on Steam as well, right?
It's out now on Switch, and it'll be out everywhere in April.
Okay,
so
awesome. Okay. Don't want to give anybody any bad juju.
No, all good. If you own Shovel Knight right now, that version will get Spectre Knight for free in just next month. So please check it out. I hope you like it.
Okay, and I'm supposed to ask you a question that our cameraman wants me to ask.
Okay.
I'm going to ask it, right? If you had to choose between cake or pie, which one would you choose?
I feel like there's a lot of different types of pie you can enjoy, but I feel like cake gets kind of samey. Like you have like ice cream cake and normal frosting and things like that. But pie, you have like pumpkin pie, you have all these kinds of fruits, and you can even put frosting on a pie, right?
Yeah.
And that's already the best part of cake. So pie.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna get a cake answer one of these days. I'm gonna get a cake answer. Anyway, thank you so much, Ian, for indulging us. You can check us out on the web at superformgamescast.com, or please visit our YouTube channel, youtube.com/superformgamescast. We're gonna be running around PAX doing some more stuff. Please check out the channel, subscribe, like us, and we'll check you guys out later.